Alright, so today I'm going to give Alieana her monthly bath. I don't want to give her a bath very often, but I figured a month bath should be good enough because of all the dust and the hair shampoo conditioner, and the detangler that I put through her hair that gets all piled up. So I figured that a little once a month bath should be like good enough for her. So we're gonna give her monthly bath. So okay. I'm having technical difficulties doing this, by the way. This isn't her first bath. I've given her a bath a couple of times before, but I usually have someone to help me. Like her auntie Nay helps me a lot with her. So I mean, it's kind of difficult. So I'm gonna tuck, because she is a cloth baby, I'm going to tuck away her cloth body. Oops. So it doesn't accidentally like get a drop or something on it. And I've always done this. So then just put her head over the well, this one I haven't, but I've always done the hiding of her cloth body. Then I just roll the washcloth around in the warm water. Just right over her head. So this is going to be a two-part process. Because I'm going to also do a feeding and changing with her. So I'm going to change her into something, and then I'm going to feed her after her bath. So, as you heard in most of my films, I babysit kids. Well, it's my mom's friend, and and she's got like 5 kids from different daddies. So she asked me if I would watch her kids for like $80 a week. So I said okay. Now it's bi-weekly, and I watched her kids. Let's see, she didn't work Thursday or Friday, but I have them the rest of the time. And sometimes she would ask me to watch them Thursday and Friday so she could go out and party. So and sometimes I said yes. I really don't have much of a life. I don't really have friends that I go out with anymore. So I was watching her kids for a while, and she was paying me $80 bi-weekly. Whether she went, well, I thought it was whether she went to work or not, because I wasn't having her pay me by the hour per kid or per day, you know. So it was just $80 bi-weekly. And then one day she didn't go to work, and for 2 weeks she brought the kids over for maybe about 4 days, and she paid me 50. Then she brought the kids for maybe about 3 days. The week after, she paid me 40. So when she started paying me, deducting money for when she didn't go to work, I decided that I was gonna have her start paying me daily now, because I was expecting 80 bi-weekly. Instead, I was getting deducted because she didn't go to work. Now, the reason why I made her start paying me daily was because she would make me wait. She wouldn't call, and sorry, I'm just gonna put like a little dab on her hair. Get the rest through her hair. So, crap, I totally forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. Oh, so I started having her pay me 20 bucks a day. And the reason why I started charging this amount was because she would bring the kids over hungry, and she would bring them late. I would watch the kids. Now, you probably think this is unfair, but I would watch the kids starting at 9 p.m. to 10 a.m. And I never, I don't sleep even if they are at my house, because I feel that if something were to happen, I would need to be awake for it. So, and sometimes they would wake up in the middle of the night. You know, some of them would have a bad dream, or I need to make another bottle for the baby girl. So, you know, I would stay up. Well, I started getting mad because she wouldn't, she left me, she would leave me up until almost midnight and never tell me that she was going to bring the kids. So if I wanted to, or there were times where I rushed home from partying, from going out and chilling with her auntie Nay is my best friend, and her and I go out and do things together because we really don't have any other friends. We just, you know, have each other. You know, we've known each other since middle school. So, so we would go out and, together. And I would rush home because I would forgot that I had the boys, and my mom would call me and she has to go to work, so she can't wait for them. Well, I would rush home and she would never call and she would never show, and midnight would come around and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I could have been out having fun with my friend, and we could have, you know, had a drink that night, or, you know, did some dancing, or, you know, some karaoke. But no, I had to come home because she wanted me to babysit, but she would never call or text me letting me know that she wasn't going to work. So that upset me. Then also what upset me was she would bring the kids over hungry, and it's like 9 almost going on to 10, and she would bring them in regular clothes. She never dressed them in jammies. And I never watched them at her house because I was uncomfortable. She lived with her mom, and she lives in the basement, and I really don't like it. It's creepy, and I believe in ghosts and stuff, and I'm very spiritualistic spiritualist person. Sorry, couldn't say it there for a second. And the boys used to talk about how there was somebody in their room, and the red bulb that she had in their room was creepy as it was already. And so I just decided that it was better if I had them at my house, because it's not as creepy as hers, you know, even though I've had some activity here. We're renting this house that we're in right now, so I decided that I was going to charge her $20. Well, she would go to work now and then, so it was okay. You know, she was doing this part-timer job because she was on FML at Walmart. So she had this part-time job that she was doing downtown. She was a waitress, and she got cash on the spot, and it was good money. So she would pay me, she would come home and she'd just give me $20. And sometimes I wouldn't watch them the next day because, you know, she didn't want to or whatever. Well, when she decided she wanted to go back to Walmart, she said she would pay me with her next check. I said, okay, you do know that you're still paying me $20 a day now, right? And she said, yeah, it's fine. So when the day came for a check, I told her, I said, this is how much you owe me. And she's like, whoa, what? Because she owed me $140, because it was $20 a day, and she had gone to work those 2 weeks. Well, the 3 days of 1 week and the whole next week she had gone, and she got mad. She threw a tantrum about it, grabbed the kids, and walked out. You know, gave me an attitude about it. And that's not the only time she's given me an attitude. She's given me an attitude multiple times. You know, she comes home, or she comes to pick up the kids, she's got some kind of attitude she gives me, and I don't appreciate it, because I'm watching her kids for a cheap fee. I mean, $80 was cheap, and she still came to my house and gave me an attitude like I did something to her. You know, I mean, I know you're under stress and stuff like that, but there's absolutely no reason to take your anger out on me. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. So she stormed out. Well, she comes back that night, and she apologizes, saying, you know, there was no reason for me to act that way, and I'm sorry. Is it okay if you can still watch the kids? And I told her, I said, okay, yeah, I'll watch the kids for you tonight. That's fine. So I watched the kids for her, and she told me, and well, I watched the kids for her, so that also added on. So then the next day, so the day after, she texted me, because I finally complained to her about, you know, not being able to go out with my friends because she doesn't text me about not bringing the kids. So she texted me and told me she wasn't going to bring the kids because she had me watch them all day. Sometimes she'll leave them all day at the house as well. And, you know, she goes out and does whatever she wants. So, I know this is really a long story, but you got to know the whole entire thing, the whole details and everything, otherwise, to understand it, because it's pretty complicated. So she gave me 20. Then she came the next day and gave me 15. Well, then the next day when she said she wasn't gonna go to work, and I didn't need to babysit because she left him here all day, and then I was free to go and stuff. I was like, okay, that's cool. I was like, are you going to bring me the money? Well, because she owed me 90 next. Well, the day after, she called me and asked me, you know, your mom told me that you're not going to watch the kids because I haven't paid you. Well, she didn't even pay me half. And I told her, I said, I don't want you to build this up. So this is where it gets really, 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 really bad. Okay, so my mom told me that to tell her that that I think that she can't afford me anymore, so I can't watch the kids. And my mom was on my side. So then she gets out. So she called me, asked me if it was true. That's what my mom said. I said, yeah, I don't think you can afford it. I don't want you to build up a bill, because she's not good for it. She's never been good for it, ever. She's never ever paid me on time. She's never even paid me the amount she's supposed to pay me. I don't trust her as a client. I don't trust her. And I've babysitted for people before, and I've never had any trouble with them or their kids. Well, I've never had trouble with kids, period. But I've never had trouble with her, any of the parents, ever. Ever have I ever had as much trouble with her as I do with the parents. And I didn't want to deal with it. So she's a clean baby now. She's so snuggled up in her little towel. It's so cute. Which is another reason why I have her, because whenever I'm stressed out, I can just take her and I just feel so much better. But, so then my mom decided she was going to side with her. And she said, you're charging too much. Maybe you should do 50 bi-weekly, whether she goes to work or not. I said, I might as well do the 80. She's like, well, why don't you do $2 an hour? I don't know what day and age you're living in, Mother, but we don't live in that. I can't. If she pays me $2 a day for the 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. hours, that's ridiculous. I'm not charging her by an hour. I'm charging her by a day. If I were to charge her by the hour, let's see, we got 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20 right there for 4 hours. Just 4 hours. So everything that I'm charging her is, pretty cheap. And the fact that she thought that I was like, and she told my mom, that's expensive, I can't do it, I'll find someone else. Then, find someone else. Because I'm not, I can't be watching your kids and, dealing with all this stress for $2 an hour or $50 bi-weekly. It's not worth it. So she fired me. And she still hasn't even paid me the 90, by the way. I still do not have the 90 she owes me. So she fired me, and I lost my, and I was only babysitting her kids, so technically, basically what this is about is I lost my job. But then my mom hired me and asked me if she paid me, if I would watch the kids. So I agreed, and she's like, well, and this way you get some type of money and stuff like that. It's like, that's fine, but she's always been paying her bill off. My mother has always been paying her bill off. Whenever she asks me to watch the kids, she doesn't bring the money. My mom's the one that gives me the money out of her own pocket. My mom buys this woman gas. My mom does everything for this woman, and this woman just treats us like crap. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It makes me so angry that I want to cry. So I couldn't take it anymore. I told my mom, I said, yeah, I'll watch them for you, but I'm not going to watch them for her because I'm so tired of the way she treats us. Oh, crud monkeys, this is so long. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I know I was rambling about it, but I just wanted to. There's a really long story. I would have made it short because you know we can, but that had details and stuff that needed to be said or narrated to share. But yes, I've lost my job and apparently I have regained it because I was gonna do some shopping and I had this plan. I wanted to save up money for my friend and get her this reborn that she absolutely loves and adores. This woman had a beautiful price. She was charging me $250 plus shipping for the sculpt that she wanted and a picture and not a look-alike. It can't, not all reborns can look the same, but I had all this plans for Christmas and stuff, and she went and teared me down by firing me, and after all the stuff we've done for her. So, but I mean, she's in a pickle now, so my mom's trying to bail her out because she's always in a pickle, but that's how it is with her. So, alright, this is way too long as it already is. I'm totally and completely sorry. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have an awesome and fantastic, terrific, scarific day.